Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. Politics and the Fort Hood mass murder. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. It took only hours, ladies and gentlemen, for the far-left loons to begin politicizing the mass murder in Texas. Rather than blaming the suspect, Major Nadel Malik Hassan, the media seems to believe Hassan's vile crimes were caused by public policy. The New York Times headline, "Told of War Horror, Gunmen Fear Deployment." The article saying the attacker didn't want to go to Afghanistan, so he killed 13 people. Does that make any sense to you? The Washington Post headline, Fort Hood has felt the strain of repeated deployments. Again, the newspaper bringing up American foreign policy in conjunction with Hassan's mass murder. Perhaps the zaniest thing said was courtesy of Dr. Phil.
We're dealing with a very different kind of war here, and we know that there is a tremendous degree of stress with this war, and I think the military will tell you that it's a new animal and nobody knows exactly what to do with it. I think he had maybe seen the problems that some of these soldiers were experiencing when they come back to try to reintegrate into society, and maybe the fear got him and he just snapped.
Problem with Phil's analysis is the Afghan war is not nearly as intense casualty-wise as most other wars. In 8 years, 640 Americans have been killed in action there. Maybe Major Hassan is a coward, but that would not explain murdering 13 innocent people. Newsweek magazine has a very extreme take on the story as well. Writer Andrew Bass says, quote, "What if Thursday's atrocious slaughter at Fort Hood only signals that the worst is yet to come? That the two wars currently being waged are taking a psychological toll on soldiers is no surprise. Unbelievably stupid and insulting to the military. Hassan has not served in any war. The guy killed people for absolutely no reason. Somebody tell Newsweek. We all know the far left has a problem with personal responsibility. It's always somebody else's fault. As Flip Wilson used to say, the devil made me do it. You may remember when late-term abortion Dr. George Tiller was assassinated, the media blamed me for reporting on Tiller's gruesome activities. The left-wing media barely mentioned the assassin's name. It was all an attempt to marginalize anyone opposing late-term abortions. Now the far-left loons are using the murders at Fort Hood to raise questions about Afghanistan and Iraq. Talking Points believes media that use tragedy to ram home political points are despicable. That should never happen. This Hassan should be condemned all day long. That's the story. The guy is either a Muslim terrorist or a crazy person. That's it. Those are the choices. Hassan's computer should tell authorities if his rampage was planned well in advance. If so, he's a terrorist. If not, he's a nut. And that's the memo.